Aloha! We are going to do a little bit of Chinese face reading for little kids. I can do Chinese face reading for any little kid, and the older they are, the better, though, because then more of their features come in. Your face is the most present indicator of where you're at and your superpowers. It also shows like your sensitivities. And this is little Miss Jenny. She is turning 11 this year. Her birthday is March 24th, 2011. And according to my charts, she is a triple yin metal. And this year, her course in life is to experience beauty. She's actually going to be very lucky as long as she shows up and she speaks more of her authentic voice, but she has to mind her sensitivity because yin metal tends to soak in the energy of spaces, emotions that are left there. She doesn't understand any of this, so I'm going to explain it to her in a way that she may be able to understand it. And she's just kind enough to help me today with Isabella as we're in Hawaii. And so I thought I'd tell her these things because she's about to embark on such a great year. And already today, what did we do today, Jenny?
We got lunch.
Yeah.
I played with Isabella in the back.
Yeah.
And we got snow cones.
Yeah. And we introduced you to dancing, right? Of flow arts dancing. And you did a lot of art stuff with Isabella, which is great because you're so artistic. Did you know that? You're very, very creative. Okay. So, what feature in your face have you always not liked the most?
Freckles.
Freckles? Okay. So let me tell you about freckles. Freckles mean joy. And when you're out in the sun, you get more freckles, right? So for you, you like to be outside, right? And so these are just indicators of your joy. Did you know that? Okay, so what I really love about you is your little cute nose. Have you ever thought about your nose?
No.
Okay, so you've got a small nose, and noses grow all the time, right? So a small nose tends to mean a person that likes to work smarter, not harder. She will try to find a way to do something that is faster or more efficient, and she has a very delicate way of doing something. So sometimes with a triple metal element, they contract and it's hard for them to breathe, and that depends on like how sharp their nose is. But she's got a little cute button nose and a little bit of roundness, you see there. And the way that her nostrils are, she's actually going to grow up to be very good with her money. She's very frugal and thoughtful and is a planner. And the reason I know that she could be a planner too is because of these beautiful ears. Will you come closer and show them their ears? Okay, so she's got these earlobes, and the earlobes are your money bags, and there's a little bit of a cushion on it, so she's natural at attracting experiences and money to her. Her ears, though, you see here how they kind of separate from the inside, like that, and it makes a loop. She is going to be more of a wanderer and probably leave home early to explore the world, but she's going to be natural at attracting people and experiences to her and finding the fastest way to do things and saving enough money to do it. And her mom doesn't have to worry about her not making it. So parents, doesn't that make you self-assured? What do you think about that? Cool. So what I want you to do is I want you to rub your ears every day, okay? They're your superpowers, and they also help you with your intuition and trusting your decisions. So take your two fingers, right, and then rub up and down your ears and relax and breathe. And then when you breathe, let out. Louder, Johnny! So up and down the rim, and then pull right here, and breathe. So metal elements have to feel freedom. They have to feel spaciousness and breathability, and I want her to breathe more because of that, and that will help her with the flow. And every day, and all of us these days need to breathe more, right? So then take your two fingers like this, Jenny, and then rub it up and down right here. Okay, because as you get older, you may form some lines right here, and they're called lie detectors. This will help you like figure out if people are lying to you. All right? Yeah, so rub your ears a lot throughout the day, okay? And then give it a little tug right here to boost.
I can't pull it right there.
Well, not
It's
pull
right
it,
here.
but push. I'm sorry. Yeah, squeeze. Squeeze. There you go. Yeah. Cool? All right, so another beautiful feature about you are your eyes.
I like my eyes. My mom has green eyes too.
Yeah, so these are very sensitive eyes. Her eyes do have a little depth in them, and so she doesn't totally absorb everything, and she is quite a thinker, and she's very street smart. So parents, street smart, compensate, it's a good thing. Now, her forehead, and foreheads grow all the time. Okay. She's got a beautiful forehead that is a little bit more of a straight line here, which means that she's a logical thinker. Okay, and for some reason though, she feels like her parents are a little bit harder on her than maybe her other siblings. How many other brothers and sisters do you have?
2 brothers and 1 sister.
Do you feel like your parents are easier on your brother than you? Yeah. And the reason I know that is because the way that this hairline is, it goes down, and so she puts a lot of pressure on herself to people please. And so for this, I would actually tell her to give herself a high five every day on your chest. So, hey Jenny, you're doing a good job. You gotta give yourself that high five. I'm doing a good job. I did the best that I can. So let's say it out loud.
What would you say?
Hey Jenny,
Hey,
you're doing a
Jenny.
good job.
You're doing a good job.
So you tell her, I'm gonna tell her to, talking to the third person or the first person. Do you ever give yourself that compliment? Yeah. Do you believe it? Because you are. You're doing a great job. You did a great job with Isabella today. If I didn't believe in that and see that in you, I wouldn't have asked you. So Jenny, high five. Okay. Now, you're not gonna cry on me, are you?
No, my nose is running for some reason.
All right, Jenny, I want you to believe that you're beautiful, freckles and all. Okay, freckles are your joy, and those they bring attention to those beautiful eyes of yours. Okay, and so sometimes you're very sensitive because you take criticism really easily, and you're hard on yourself, and you feel like people maybe are harder on you than others. But you're such a natural caretaker. So triple yin metal, always, they're kind of like the perfect hostess. They grow up to be like the perfect hostess. And sometimes they are Cinderella more than a princess, and they don't believe in themselves. And so it's really important right now to build her confidence and have her realize how beautiful she is inside and out. Now, Jenny, I want to tell you about one other feature that you probably never thought of, and you were probably like, maybe not even liking it. It's this chin. So turn to the side for me. You see how it kind of sticks out a little bit? This is the water element. This is a very tenacious person. She's gonna grow up very determined if we steer her the right way, and not to give up, and to figure, because she's such a natural problem solver, and where she feels like maybe she failed, it's not failure, it's just lessons learned, and she'll find another way to do it. Lots of different ways to do it. She's natural at that. Do you know that? And one of the forms of her to free her mind is creativity. Creativity, especially dancing, which is why today.
I love dancing
Yeah. So that's.
and singing.
Yep.
I'm really bad at singing.
So I would have her mom actually do something creative with her every week for at least half an hour for that bonding and that creativity, just to explore and just make it a really great experience so that she can remember it. So I hope that this little face reading helps you maybe see some features in your kids. We can do a family face reading with the entire family so that we all understand each other's needs and the sense of how much time alone that they need, or how much touch or compliments. But little kids before the age of 25 are so fragile, and their course in life can be so fast. And by just giving them these little things and letting them remember and the tools to do it, they're gonna grow up competent with faith and trust in themselves.